Ogun State Governor Ibukunle Amosu has accused the leadership of the All Progressive Congress of hijacking the party governorship primary election. Speaking while swearing in Mosumola Didiolu, Chief Judge of the state at Government House, Abeokuta, the state capital, Amosu wondered why Bola Tinubu and a national leader of the ruling party, Olusegun Osunbanjo, a former governor of the state, were silenced on the controversy which triggered the exercise. Although Amosu did not mention Tinubu's name, the context in which he spoke showed he was referring to APC national leader. He also accused the APC leadership of forging results of primary election in Lagos. Amosu said even President Muhammadu Buhari is aware that the primary election was not conducted in the state other than the one that we once held. The governor said he was under pressure to leave the party following the outcome of the primary election. The party National Working Committee had declared Dapo Abiodun as winner of the primary against the wish of Amosu, whose candidate Abiodun Akinlade. Senate President Bukola Saraki, House of Representatives Speaker Yakubu Dogara, and former Speaker and Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal have called for adequate funding for the National Assembly. The three Nigerian leaders spoke at the convocation ceremony of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Study held in National Assembly Complex in Abuja. They said the 8th Assembly had committed themselves to improving the lives of Nigerians. They also harped on the adequate funding of both arms of legislature because of the important role they play in the nation building. The Senate President, who is also the chairman of the Institute, said the core legislative and oversight representative function of the legislature are to contribute to the quality of governance. He said there's no gainsaying the fact that the core legislative oversight and representative function of the legislature provide an essential contribution to the quality of democracy and the governance as a whole. The chairman of Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Asuwen Ighodalo, has urged the National Assembly to pass some of the National Assembly Business Environment Roundtable Bill before it. Ighodalo made a call at an ongoing 24th Nigerian Economic Summit in Abuja. He said the economic group was partnering with the National Assembly to provide content, promote, amend, and prepare for passage bills that encourage and support private sector investment and improve the overall business environment. He said the engagement of the group and National Assembly have been strengthened through the National Assembly Business Economic Roundtable. Ighodalo, however, expressed concern on some other bills yet to be passed by the National Assembly. He listed some of them to include the amended Company and Allied Matter Bill, Nigerian Road Fund Bill, Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Bill, Coastal and Inland Shipping Bill, and Arbitration and Reconciliation Bill. The Nigerian Economic Summit Group is sending voice in the discourse to create an enabling business environment that encourages private investment and sustainable economic growth. It has also vigorously advocated for the concept of efficient and inclusive private sector-led growth.
A group under the umbrella of All Progressive Congress Aspirant Forum has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to, as a matter of urgent, intervene in the ongoing crisis rocking the party's concluded primaries nationwide by ensuring that there is justice done to all aspirants who lost in primaries. Addressing journalists on behalf of the aggrieved aspirants in Abuja, Honorable Robinson Owak said the most targeted in the injustice and impunity during the party primaries are the women and youth.
We wish to state clearly that we are a group of aggrieved aspirants of the All Progressive Congress nationwide. We witness widespread violation of the guidelines of our great party, the constitution of our great party, and indeed the Electoral Act. These widespread irregularities has left all of us disappointed. While we remain loyal to our great party, we urge Mr. President and indeed the leadership of our party to intervene by ensuring justice to all aspirants. Majority of the victims of injustice and impunity during the recently concluded primary elections are the women and the youth.
While appealing to all aggrieved members to be calm and be committed, said they are working towards addressing their grievances and noted that nobody can be used and dumped.
We are appealing to all our aggrieved members across the country to be calm, remain steadfast, committed, and loyal to Mr. President as we are closely working with him to address our grievances.
We are engaging with the government, we are engaging with the party to see how, these grievances can be looked into. We are making progress, and then we are also using this opportunity to appeal to our members nationwide to remain calm while we allow Mr. President and the leadership of the party to address these grievances.
Meanwhile, the party had set up an appeal committee to look into all crises which the group threatened to fight if justice is not done.
As I'm talking to you now, the appeal committee are seriously working on these issues. So we don't know what the outcome might be, but in a situation where justice is not done, then there will be a problem.
In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
The Nigerian mission in South Africa has condemned the renewed xenophobic attack on Nigerians in that country. The Consul General of Nigeria in Johannesburg, South Africa, Godwin Adama, said in a statement issued in Abuja. Adama said that 10 shops owned by Nigerians were razed in the attack launched by youth on Nigerians living in Johannesburg. On October 21st, a group of South African youth mobilized to attack Nigerians in the mainly black neighborhood of Ibro and Bray in Johannesburg. The youth, who earlier carried placards to demonstrate crime against drug and regroup in the night to attack and loot shops of Nigerians, burning about 10. Although no life was lost, the damage to Nigerian shop and property is grave, and he also said calmness has returned to the area as the case has been reported to the police by the Nigerians affected by the looting and burning of their shops. He also said the ongoing judicial trial of a Nigerian pastor, Timothy Omotosho, accused of raping minor in his church, might have also added to the public outcry of emotion against Nigerians. The National Association of Microfinance Banks says 9 of the 34 microfinance banks in Niger State have lost their operational banking license. North Central Secretary of this association, Sado Daniel, made a remark in Bida while inaugurating the microfinance bank established by the Federal Polytechnic Bida. According to Daniel, no adherence to corporate governance contributed to the collapse of the bank, urging the management and staff member of the new bank to adhere strictly to the rule establishing it. According to him, banks do not die, people kill them. Please do not kill the Federal Polytechnic Bida Microfinance Bank. Ensure you adhere strictly to the rule of the game, he said. Similarly, representative of Central Bank Emina, Ajara Mohammed, said that insider abuse was another huge factor that contributed to the failure of microfinance banks across the country. Mohammed urged the business people to stop diverting loans collected from the bank to other purposes, such as marriage, among other things, different from what loan was meant for.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel has said that those disturbing the state with political statements are only wasting their time, as the state government has since moved beyond petty statements. Speaking to State House Correspondent after a closed-door meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Aso Presidential Villa Abuja, Governor Udom said he came to brief the president on the security situation in his state.
At the moment, Akwa Ibom State is very peaceful. We only hear of those plots. I'm sure you people have read, you've heard, where people were pronouncing that Warsaw, and that's what they are willing for. I mean, that's what they wish Akwa Ibom would be. But we indigents are saying no, we are peaceful, that we must maintain peace. Whoever wants to live by Warsaw will also see war on his own, not within the state. Because most of those people that make this pronouncement, ask them, where are their children? So who are those children that you're pronouncing this Warsaw, seeing Warsaw for? I mean, election does not call for that. Democracy, that's not democracy. People can give different kinds of meanings for democracy, but that's not democracy. Our own democracy is about development, and I think we are conscious of that. As of today, in terms of internal security, I think we are still doing very well.
Reacting to rumors of not winning his re-election come 2019, Udom Emmanuel said power belongs to God.
2019, afraid of what?
Afraid of the big names who have moved the other way.
Which big names?
Your friends.
Which are the big names?
Your former
predecessors. Sorry, there's something you people must know. When it comes to power, it's only God who determines. It's only God who determines, and we are conscious of that. Sorry, we are professionals who have made names in other places. When people just discuss some of these things, we keep doing our own businesses. At times, some of these things are to distract you, but we refuse to be distracted. We play policies of development, and our people are seeing that. So whatsoever would have tried in any way to distract us, we don't want to be distracted. So don't be bothered about that. It's only God who determines what happens the next minute, not man. And no man is God.
It will be recalled that the issue of Akwa Ibom State came tops at the Senate plenary recently, where it was alleged that some people are planning to destabilize the state before the 2019 general elections. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroga Nefifen for Ben Television.